This is a G3, and I'm going to take it apart. Brand new. Why don't you play with your toys before you start taking them apart, Brad? Because that's not how I play. Let's start ripping her down. Brand new G3 Boy Go Fast from eBay. So let's split it and see what's inside. Let's pop the jug first. Let's see what the insides of a $100 engine looks like. Let's take a look. $100 bill right here. Anybody want the top? I can sell it to you, port it, whatever you want done to it. I just thought it was a better deal to get the whole engine than to just buy the bottom for $20 less. For I think it was like a $75 for the bottom or $100 for the whole engine. These nuts are worth something right here. I can't find these anywhere in town. I like those little 8s like that. They're nice and fat. Oh, I wanted to check the air on this too. Air leak. Unless it's on 0. Let's see if it's not on 0. Let me pull it out. Put a couple of bolts back in and check the air force. I'm going to check the cylinder first. I forgot about that. Make sure we're on 0. Get me a bolt. So hex Allen cap screws much better than these. These are definitely strippers. Holy shit. Look how much grease is in there, and axle grease at that. How? Why? I guess I can leave that attached. I just wanted to see 0. Put it down on 0. God, that's tight. Crank. Down to 0. Man, that's tight. Holy cow, that's tight. Holy crap. Check the sweep. Wacky, I can't turn the fucker. Wow, really? Okay, that's starting to go up, that's down. Holy cow, that's the sweep? Wow. Wow, it's above the sweep. The sweep is not completely open. Bam, first bad thing. The sweep is not completely open. It did 0. Let's see if we got an air leak now. Well, it's hard to tell because it's coming up through here. So we have crosstalk. Panadol crosstalk. But holy cow, that's a ton of grease. Just remove that axle grease right now before I get it everywhere. Oh, it's some nasty Chinese grease. Oh, oh man, that is some nasty stuff. Oof. No, first thing, I'm not happy with the sweep. I'm not happy with the crosstalk. But I'm not even going to run it as a John Adole, so yeah, right. What do I care? I care because that's wild. It's got it's got M8s at the rear, right? Or no, at the front. At the front's M8s, M6 at the back, with crappy locking. Oh, I hate locking nylons. Hated them. Why do I hate not locking nylons? Because they are the strippiest bolts ever. They're made not to strip or not to loosen. So instead of loosening, they strip. Just what I want. A stripping, not loosening bolt. Yay. So that when I do want to loosen it, it's strippy. There we go there. Pop the covers off here. Oh, let's pull the jug now. Now I found out where the sweep is, where everything else is. Let's see. Pull those studs and pull everything out. Man, the studs really fit tight. Ew, more grease. Yuck. Axle grease. Gas engine underneath. What the heck? Man, good. So tight. Well, how about that? That's interesting. Very interesting, guys. Okay. That's fine. That is interesting. If I can ever get it off. Oh boy. Never seen anybody lace copper so thin before. And rip. God damn. Impossible. Why 3 layers? Why fucking 3 layers? Why not just 1 layer? Let's see what he's got here. It's a homemade copper coated or copper stickers. Copper stickers on something. It's a base gasket, but really crappy. These studs are so fucking whack. I mean, over here, they're too centered. They're hitting. They're too tight. You're not going to believe it. Okay. 38.43 on this side. 38.14. They're off by 3/4 of a millimeter that way. 37.367 right here. 38.32. They're off by a millimeter both directions. No. Yes. I'm flabbergasted. See if they glued it too. Just trying to send a little static through the head in case they glued it. Dang, guys. Maybe I should have just got a bottom. I didn't know that they were going to glue it. Make our own style gaskets that rip. And then put silicone down. I buy these because I want extra gaskets, but then they give me these fuckers. Jesus. And then they're just so teary, man. Holy cow. And then the studs are set wrong. Studs are set millimeter wrong both directions. I do not like his base gaskets at all. Stupid base gaskets. And that's why the studs are like this too. Studs were loose too. Going on here. This is why it sweeps so off. 1, 2, yep. That's about how far it sweeps off right there. He's cutting it. It is MT. No, it's from China. I want to know the hell it runs so rough. Jesus Christ. Okay, what rod we got in it? We have the ZL in it. Remove the stud. Or I mean a circlet. Get a hold of it like that. Find the tail. There's the tail. It doesn't want to pop that way. Okay, then I'll pop it the other direction and hopefully I won't lose it. So I'll pop it this direction. I'll get a hold of it. Yep. I love China dolls, how they don't fucking put a freaking uninstall little slit. Notice the chainsaw has, every single chainsaw has that, but not China dolls. Okay, well, let's try the other side. Dang, that pin is really in there. Holy cow. God damn. I have to remove both pins and push it out. Holy shit. Both circles. Oh my god, the arrow's in the right direction. No way. Look at that. Nice looking piston for a China doll. I mean, It's definitely smoother than most. Number 4. Number 4. Got that. How stiff that crank is driving me crazy. Check for glue. No glue. Surprising. God, guys, I hate these kind of screws. That's so stupid. Have to put a breaker on the screwdriver to remove the clutch cover. Why, guys? Why on a clutch cover? Why would you make the clutch cover too tight? Well, we don't want the clutch cover coming off. I've never seen a clutch cover come off. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. Tight bolts get me. Why people tighten some of them is beyond me. I mean, if you really wanted to make it stay, why wouldn't you just put a nut on the other side? Oh boy. More horrible axle grease. Oh. Caca. Bull caca. Pull the magnet. I mean, get a magnet to pull the ball. There's the ball full of caca. Come on. Why I said I'm so straight? Why? Replace all these with Allens, hopefully, instead of shitty screws. These are $10 strippers, I call them. Put covers right here. Never did go through the cylinder. Oh, shit. Look at all the cleanup it needs. Holy cow. Wow. Wow. Slag City. What do I call Slag City? Slag is when they cast this and then the cutouts are not cleaned out after they cast them. At least it's okay though. The cylinder's fine, just right there, if you guys can see that. That is some real slop transfer work. Real slop. I mean, it's shelved and then dropped. Shelf drop. Very slaggish. It's like they raised the transfer ports and then didn't clean it up. Why? Why? Come on. Jeez, guys. And then, like, they tighten those bolts up, and then this is the loosest thing on the whole thing, the kill switch. Why would you tighten these up so tight that it's going to strip, and then put on that where it won't even stay on the thing? I mean, let's be real. Whatever. I feel like Peter some days where I'm like, Magneto out. Check the magneto. Kill switch on a screw that when it loosens up, you lose your kill. It'll solder. Look, ooh, I could solder on that. They don't. Yeah, there's a coating on it. Okay, got my meter out, pressed it on that. Ohms pressed in. And ohms, 200 milliohms right there. Oops. All right. Okay, no way. Stupid coatings. I hate stupid coatings. God. Always coat their stupid magnets. That means I have to freaking go off the screw hole. There we go. What a great reading for a magneto. 5.85 on the mag. Wow. I love it when they test that high. Check the back of the coil. Find a ground somewhere. There we go. There's our ground. Wow. 1 point. Holy shit. Move the decimal point over 2 places. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. I like that. The magneto CDI checks out. It all works. Check the back of the coil and the magneto. The back of the coil for CDI part and the magneto for magneto. Check for volts. Now let's start. Let's get pulling. That's wow. 17. Not a 17 or 14. I'm lost. Ready? Seventeen on the magnet. Wow. Okay. Thanks for the thumbs up, man. Appreciate it. Drop the penny behind the clutch. Take the magnet out first. I do like the magnet being on a bigger nut and larger thread pitch. I just love how they tighten everything. God, that's great, guys. Oh boy. Okay. Breaker bar. Oh, cow. Come on, guys. I have to put a freaking 1-inch drive on that thing. Oops. 1/16. No. 13/16. Yeah. 17, yes. Let's see if I can hurt myself now. See how much dwell I got? None. 0. Okay. So I can pull this one out. And that is so weird that it's a standard. So weird. Penny on the top. Magnet. And look at that. That is an awesome, awesome fitting key. That is awesome. Look at that key. It's never been. Z's. ZZZCs even. Okay, now the monster bit. Right there. See how tight? This is the one they really usually tighten to. Yep, they did. I'm gonna have to take it to the floor and wrestle it. There we go. Whew. That one wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The other one I had to really wrestle. Well, it's full of crap. And yes, that's tight. Gonna have to press it out, I believe. God, that bevel is huge. Normal bevel. That bevel, holy shit. There we go. Clutch is out. So which one they got? Little springs. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's the heavy duty spring I was talking about. Holy cow, look at how they have it compressed. Heck yeah, I was hoping that this one would have this spring in it and not the other one. The other one I put in had the little spring. See how it's compressed? See how there's no room in between them? That's a heavier spring. How do you tell how heavy a spring is by how thick these are. And that is one heavy spring. Everybody's like, where can you get a heavy spring? Already on the clutch. You don't have to get it. Just break a G3 or G4 apart. Or it might just be the G2s and G3s. I don't know, because I think the other one was a G4 that I broke apart. Because this one has the studs on the back, the thicker studs, and I think that's how they tell the difference. I don't know. I'm not positive, though. Still don't know my differences. And look how far up the bearing sits onto there. That's a better clutch, man. What I like about the Rat is this clutch. I like this clutch, and I like the larger bearings. Things I don't like, the cylinder. I don't like their seals. I want to get oil seals from chainsaws and try them in there. I don't like how these like to never come out, and then they like to pop out. There you go. Here we go. There it is. Okay, let's pull this and pull all the screws. Just got to pull that off and the magnet off, and then we're there. There's a little dwell there, I guess. Okay. Get the puller on it. This one. Go wide enough? Nope. I know this puller won't. Nope, that's the other side. Oh, that's what I want to do, is work it all the way around and get it. Just keep it out. Smaller screwdriver. I will say these rats are a lot harder to take apart. There we go. I felt it. Just let's go now. Another thing I like about this case is the shelf transfers. It's flat right here. It is completely full. The case is completely full to here. I'll bet you metric volume is down 30% compared to a regular China. I'll bet it's like a filled case. It's almost like they chopped off the top and then put this piece on. I don't know. That'd be crazy. You couldn't do that. I definitely don't like the brown axle grease they use. And then the ones that should be tight, the ones behind the clutch that can never be tightened, those were loose. And then the rest of them on the outside, like the clutch cover, those are super tight. Breaking a case down in less than an hour, though. I broke down in less than an hour, and that's from the shipping box to the I hope they put a seal in it. The last one, they didn't have a seal in it. I was like, what the hell, man? And then the outside bolts, let's make sure those are super tight. Not the ones behind the clutch. Let's make the ones on the outside super tight. Thanks for the thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Gotta wrestle this one on the floor. Get over here. I'll get you in a headlock, you. Knock you down between my feet. Take that. They glued it. See the glue? Glue. No gasket. Why? Why no gasket? I still don't understand that. I don't understand why you wouldn't want a gasket. Give you all that extra room to fit a bigger piston in it. I mean, why wouldn't you want a bigger gasket? I would always want a bigger gasket. Give you more room. Like the guys that were like, why do you want to put a gasket in a billet case? Ah! That's what everybody was saying. Because I want the room. That is one good woodruff key. Good woodruff key. Oh, my pokies are bent up. Last straight one. Okay. I'm going to get the top to pop out more, so I'm hitting the bottom. And this one right back. I have to straighten the freaking. It's one of those days. All right. Well, crap. Got it. Look at the size of the woodruff key compared to a normal one. Here, let me get a normal size one. Normal woodruff key, and then the woodruff key that goes in a wrap. Full 3mm, 14mm woodruff key. Okay, let's see how she's going to split. Let's break the glue. Just send a little pulses through the case. Try and break the glue. Make sure all the screws are out. They're all out. Let's pull that. .22. Cooler. one don't work, just keep trying until you find one that'll screw on. Looks like there's all kinds of crap on the threads. Definitely fighting it all the way, man. No. Number 14. 14. Make sure to fit inside there, too. Sprocket. See if I can get the sprocket off. Really tightened it up because they really had it on there. Really good. What I don't understand is they changed everything and then left the tiny woodruff key there. I mean, changed everything but that one. I don't know why they... There's two that always strip on a China doll that I've noticed, and the sprocket's the number 1, and then this is usually number 2, and then the clutch is number 3. Hook those threads up nicely. Okay. Pull the woodruff key. Okay. Bam. Well, easy that time. Oh. Still haven't broke it. Haven't broke the seal yet. Holy cow, man. I'm going to have to cut this, the seal. I think. There we go. We're starting to separate there a little bit. That's what I need. Something that is just a wedge that would go right there. See that? That would be awesome to have a wedge that size. wouldn't it? $53. I only got 7 minutes to split it. I don't have time to break out the broke the seal. Get the seal broke. Let's just work it a little bit. Try not to hit it as many times as needed. Any more than needed. We'll see how bad off this. I'm gonna press it out. I don't want to bugger it up any more than that. I'm gonna press it out the last bit, I think, because they really have it on there. I'm gonna beat it off that far. 10 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam. Check the seal. Check the bearing. Pop it all the way out. That one I always have to press it out on the crank side. Look how they grease the freaking con rod. Look at that. The connecting rod is just full of axle grease. I mean, full of axle grease. And this one is dirty. But there's the case split. I will push the last thing right there. I'll just use my press and push that out. I still have 7 minutes, so why not? Let's press it out. It's so heavy. Put it on my chair. You guys can see what she looks like. Table press. Basic stuff from Harbor Freight. Not my favorite, but it works great. One of the few things that works at Harbor Freight, I think. Anyway. Okay, find my 2 pieces of wood and press it out. Which side is it? Clutch side. Let's grab this side then. Oh, there's a little bit on that. Just need 2 things yay high. See how they almost fit through there? If I just had one piece that was just like a tiny bit wider. Let me press it out. Oh boy. Damn. Okay. There's one block. There we go. There's one. I just have to find the other block. There's the other block right there. Yada, yada, yada. On the clutch side. And here we go. Four minutes before I can press it out. Look how I gushed that down, boy. I really gushed it down. I was hitting that baby hard. So it's not touching anyway. I hate it when I'm prying. Shit on there, but not touching. No touchies. I was touching. No touchies. There. That would have sucked if I would have pumped it with the rod on it. There you go. Much easier with the press. I should have done the press without gushing it. But there's the crank case. And every single part. The bolt. That's every part. Here's our crank. Very greasy. They used axle grease in the con rod. Look at that. Freaking axle grease in the con rod. I'll have to wash that out with alcohol or something like that and then re-grease it. And they put something in the bearings too that's, I don't know. I don't know what they put in the bearings. There's some yucky yucks going on in there. But that's how I split the case. 1 hour later, split. 2 thumbs up. Here's our case. And check these. A little, I don't like that. That's fine. See how they, so this almost looks like it's 2 pieces right there. I still don't understand how they did that. Looks like they just set this piece on top. Then I don't know how they would make it stay. Because that's definitely 1 piece right there. Looks like it. Gasket sealer though instead of a base gasket. I mean a case gasket. Thanks for watching. I have 2 more minutes before the whole hour is up of splitting cases in an hour. 1 hour of your life and mine. Any questions? Love to answer a question while I clean out the case. So let's see if the oil seals will pop out or not. Usually on these rats, I can't get the oil seal to pop out, so I leave it in there, but I'd rather pop it out, but I cannot. Their oil seals do not pop out that I've found so far. Clean this one up. Yeah, I'll start pressing out all of them instead of using the hammer. I'm just so used to a hammer working on a China doll case. I mean, normally they do. Not on this one. Not on these rats. $100, 1 rat split. Holy cow! Look at that. What the? Both bearings? It is. They got oilers in them. I never understand people that oil them and then think that that's going to oil it on the front side. I mean, dripping it onto, let's get the crank. Okay, they're putting the oiler here, right? Down into the oil seal, not into, the only way, you cannot oil a bearing here. You just can't. You could put, I have arguments with other installers all the time about this, how they just take their lube and they put it on the outside of the bearing. That does nothing. You put it on that, it's just going to spin and throw it everywhere. The only place you can grease the bearing is inside the bearing. How would you get an oiler in there? Hell, I have no clue how you'd get an oiler in there, but it would have to come this direction. It can't come this direction. It would have to be oiled from this side. And there's absolutely no room. That means I don't know how you would get it from that side because the case is like right up against this thing. It would have to be on the outside of the case. But yeah, they drilled oilers. Check it out. If you could see that. See the oiler? It's drilled straight through right there. There's the pinhole on the top. That somebody drilling oiler holes into the bearings on a 6302. Let's check the armature or the clutch arm. It's got a nice clutch arm. Up 1 hour. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your Friday. It's a great Friday at that. Still looking at his weird copper soft with copper on. I don't understand. Okay, this is copper foil for your PCB boards, people that solder and people that make stuff. He's got a PCB board stuck to a gasket, but it isn't a standard gasket, and it's way thicker than that. I didn't check the squish on it. If anybody needs a cylinder, I got one for sale. It definitely needs some work. It's brand new, but the portings, I used to port China dolls, and the porting looks like that they did some of it and then couldn't get their tools into the transfer. If you cannot get your tools into your transfers all the way down, don't touch them. If you cannot get your tool all the way to the bottom of that transfer, don't touch it. If you cannot work the complete transfer, don't touch it. Don't touch it. You can build a shelf. That's the only advantage. If you can't go all the way down, you can build a shelf, but don't touch it. You're going to change the flow angles. What you want, if you put water down there, you want this water to bash into the other water and make a circle, or bash to the left, bash to the right, or bash together and then, crisscross each other. Or, you're pushing, you hit each other, and then one goes this way and one goes that way. A lot of people that port don't understand that you're trying to not only get a bigger hole, you're trying to make it flow without any air, without any turbulence, without a perfect stream of water doesn't have any bubbles. It's a perfect flow. And one that has bubbles and all that means that it's turbulence. But I went over by 3 minutes, big time. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please see me at the races. Come out and see me. I want to go. I'd love to see you guys too.